All right, I'm here with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and today we're going to discuss something that I think everyone has witnessed, but not a lot of people know the actual legal ramifications of this situation. And that is when somebody's texting while walking on the side of the road, and without looking up, they walk into the road, or they wander in the road, or they get to a crosswalk where they think no one is coming, and they don't look up at all, and a car is coming and maybe avoids them or maybe even grazes them but causes a major collision with another car. And my question, David, is can that person be sued for causing the car collision?
Well, from a legal standpoint, yes. The law holds that if you're negligent in causing an accident, then you're responsible. And the way negligence works, it's duty, breach, causation, and damages. In this particular case, you as a pedestrian have a duty and responsibility to make sure that you don't step into the roadway of oncoming vehicles. There's actually a code section that says if there's a vehicle coming, you can't step in their way because, as you can imagine, people don't want to run over other pedestrians. So as a driver, they're going to try to take evasive actions, move to the right, to the left, and like you said, they may end up colliding into another vehicle, and then they're going at a high rate of speed, so they have to make a decision right away, and in that sense they can cause a big huge accident, and the pedestrian is the reason as to why that accident occurred. So like you said, if they're texting away and they're not paying attention to where they're going and they're just kind of like stepping into the street assuming that the car is going to stop, then yes, they can be found responsible for negligence in causing that accident. The question then remains is, if they own a vehicle themselves, and would their own insurance policy for their vehicle be responsible to compensate for the damages caused? I do know for a fact that if you are a pedestrian and you're involved in a vehicle versus pedestrian accident and the owner of the vehicle that caused the pedestrian accident is not insured, and you do have uninsured motorist coverage, it's a separate coverage that you can have on your insurance policy, then you would be covered under your uninsured motorist policy for the pedestrian versus vehicle accident, even though you were not driving the vehicle. So now the flipping it, you would have to look at the policy of your insurance coverage of your vehicle to see, as a pedestrian, if you cause a vehicle to have to take evasive maneuver not to collide into you because of your negligence, would that cover you on your negligence for causing this accident? That is something that usually a specialist who handles an insurance policies would be able to answer. And a lot of times, if I can get the hold of the policy and read it, I could be able to say or argue on your behalf as to whether it would cover you or not. But again, each policy is written different. I would need to take a look at the policy and see if, as a pedestrian, you being negligent, whether your insurance company would be able to cover you. Or the flip side. Maybe you're the vehicle driving on the roadway and a pedestrian not paying attention causes you to have to take evasive maneuver, and as a result you collide into another vehicle. In that case, again, we can look into the policy of the pedestrian and see whether their insurance company is responsible for this negligence of the pedestrian.
Absolutely. And if you have any questions as it relates to car accidents or car versus pedestrian accidents, please feel free to contact the law offices of David Azizi. You will see the phone number both above and below in the YouTube info. Thank you for your time, David.
All right, thank you.